Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amy. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are already a member of the Amy Gang, welcome back. If you're not a member of the Amy Gang, before we get started, go ahead and click this button right over here and subscribe to the Amy Gang. I promise it's a decision you will not regret. So as you guys can see, I am in my bathroom, and so what does that mean? This is a video about skincare. You guys know I am a fanatic about skincare. I've been taking very good care of my skin, and so what I wanted to do with this video, I really wanted to try the Fenty Skin products, and so my shipment arrived, and so here it is, my shipment from Fenty. And so we are going to just go on a skincare journey for the next 10 days. So I'm going to sample the products for 10 days. So if you want to just kind of take a look at, my experience, or you want to, kind of journey with me through my experience with Fenty Skin, keep watching. Alright, so I have opened the box, and I must say I like this little presentation with, the spray painted Fenty Beauty Skin inside the box. That's pretty cool. So there are, let's just take this right out. There are 3 items as part of the Fenty Skin collection. So first, this is the Fenty Skin. It's their Fat Water. So it is a pore refining toner serum. So that's what that looks like. And then there is this is the total cleanser. So Fenty Skin, this is the cleanser. And then finally is the Fenty Skin, the Hydra Visor. This is the moisturizer. Crack this box open. So it has like this tube. So then the moisturizer comes in this, and so all right, so it just slides in here, and so it's a pump, which that's pretty cool. And so these are the three products for the Fenty Skin line. So I am going to actually start my routine today. So we're going to go through day 1 today. And so today's date is February 2nd. And so we are going to go ahead and do my morning routine, and then we'll come back and do my night routine, and then we'll just kind of go through the course of the 10 days. And then when the 10 days is done, I will come back and we will do a final review of what my thoughts are about these products. So before we get into the cleanse, let's take a good look at my skin. So you get close. And so for the most part, because I have a pretty strict regimen for my skin is performing very well. I do have some small blemishes, like some blemishes here. I also want to, I'm going to zoom out a bit. I'm going to take the camera down so that you guys can see. So my chest is kind of like a lot of discoloration on my chest. And so I'm going to apply this to my face, neck, and chest to see if we can get the 3 to really kind of match. So the Bliss products that I've been using has been doing kind of the job. But let's see if we can get my face, neck, and chest to all become one color. Alright guys, so I'm here standing at the sink. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of, just kind of damp my face, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take grab a piece of paper towel here. And then I'm going to take the cleanser, and let's just remove this little strip here. And so I love that, like, the cap doesn't come off, so it just, it just twists here to open this nozzle, open and close, so it's pretty cool. All right, so I'm just gonna take maybe a dime size amount. So about that much. And let's go ahead and What I do like is that I'm gonna grab a towel, some more towel, and just kind of pat my skin dry. What I do like is that it didn't dry me out. So I don't feel dry. You know how some cleansers, like, they take out everything, including all the moisture from your skin? So I'm not feeling that. So I don't feel dry. So that's pretty cool. Next up is the Fat Water Toning Serum. And so we're just going to put... And also in the promo, Rihanna said that you didn't have to use a cotton swab. She made it so that you can just use your hands. So I'm just going to pour some right into my hands. That should be good enough. And then the third and final step is the moisturizer. And so I like that it has, like, you know, once you put the applicator inside the bottle, so you can twist it, you know, to sort of lock and unlock, so you don't accidentally, you know, pump out your moisturizer. So that's, you know, pretty nice that they did that. So let's just do one pump. And maybe 2 pumps of this moisturizer. We're gonna lock that. And we're just going to dab that onto, again, face, neck, and chest. Oh, that smells really good. Has a nice fragrance. So we are just going to moisturize. And it pairs, I like that everything sort of pairs with each other. So skin feels nice and moisturized. All right. And so this is how we are looking. Now, I would normally, both in my daytime routine and in my nighttime routine, I normally use a face oil to sort of as my final step with my regimen. Normally, I use my my Bliss Hydration Salvation in the morning, and then I use the Luna Sleeping Night Oil at night. But for the sake of this experiment, or for the sake of this review, I am not going to use either of the oils. So I'm just going to stick with these 3 products. Just going to stick with these 3 items, and we're going to do this again for 10 days. So I will see you guys tonight when it's time to remove my makeup and everything for the day, when it's time to take off the day. So I'll see you guys tonight. All right, gang, so we have come to the end of the day. And so I am going to remove my makeup, and then I'm going to hop in the shower. And so let's just go ahead and just wipe. And then when I come back, we will go through the nightly routine. So I will see you guys in a minute. I'm back. So let's go ahead and go through this routine. So I have some warm water here. I'm just going to mist my face once I reset this. I'm going to just mist my face to create some moisture. And let's get started. Good morning, gang. We are now in day 2, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with my morning routine. And so we are just going to get this face together this morning. So guys, we have come to day 9, and so what I want to do tonight, I want to test out Rihanna's theory that, or her saying that the first step, so the cleanser, will cleanse and wipe away everything. So tonight I'm not going to remove my makeup first and then cleanse. I'm going to just try to remove everything with the cleanser. So let's see if this actually works as she says that it does. So this is what everything looks like after the first rinse. I'm going to have to do this again because as you can see, it didn't remove everything. So I'm going to do a second wash this time and see what happens. So it looks like it got all of the foundation. It didn't remove like the lip color and some of the glitter from my eyes. So I'm just gonna take one of these. I'm gonna take one of these wipes, and I'm going to add a little micellar water and try to remove this glitter from my eyes as well as my other eye makeup. It cleansed away like the liquids and the powders, but not the eyes. So let's go ahead and move on to steps 2 and 3. Alright guys, so we have come to the end of our 10-day trial of the Fenty Beauty Skin. And so let's just take a quick look to see how my skin has performed over the last 10 days of using these products. So I'm going to lean in so you can see my skin is very smooth. Since I already had a pretty decent canvas to work with because I've had such a good regimen, it really just kind of built on the foundation that was already laid on my skin. And so those blemishes that we had, well, those blemishes that I had on day 1, you can see those blemishes have cleared up. I do have a bit of a dry patch here on my nose, and that's just, again guys, I have eczema, so I have dry skin, and with this up and down weather, my skin has been reacting to the weather. So I did have a bit of a dry patch here, but that's just an Amy thing. But overall, I mean, my skin looks and feels amazing. So let's dive into each product individually. And so we'll start with the cleanser. So what I did like about the cleanser is that it did not leave my skin like dry. So it didn't take everything from my skin. I didn't feel like a desert after cleansing, which, you know, sometimes that can happen. The cleansers just strip everything. So I did like that it did leave my skin. It left some moisture, some softness to my skin. However, it did not work well as far as removing the makeup, as Rihanna said that it would. And that could be because, you know, I went like full glam. So maybe it's just not going to remove like full glam makeup. So I still had to go back and use the micellar water, use the makeup remover wipes to, you know, remove the excess makeup. Now, it may work if you did like a soft beat, or if you just had on like a CC cream or a just a light layer of foundation, something really light. I'm sure it will probably remove that, but a full face, full on glam, it did not work as far as removing that. However, I am happy with the way this performed. I love the packaging. So I love, you know, the twist to seal. So I have little ones, you know, my grandsons run around the house a little bit. So, you know, it's no spill, no mess, you know, you won't waste it. So I do like that as far as the packaging with the cleanser. Next up is the Fat Water, which is the pore refining, the toner and serum combo. And so I like this. I do like this toner. I like that, you know, when you pour it in your hand, it doesn't run all over the place. And that's exactly why she calls it fat water. It's a pretty heavy liquid. So I did like that it didn't run all over the place. However, it is very easy to use too much of this because of the consistency of it. So you do have to be careful with, you know, how you, you know, with how much of this you pour out, because you can very easily pick up too much. Do I see an immediate difference in my pores? I would say that I do. My skin is textured, again, having eczema. So the texture has sort of evened out. I'm not getting that match to face, neck, and chest, which I know that takes time. So I would have to use this over a long period of time to really see the difference. However, my skin is really kind of evening out, and it's beginning to even out, and I can clearly see like my yellow undertone. So, you know, that, and again, the Fenty is working on top of the regimen I already had going, but it definitely left my skin soft. I love that, you know, this went on smooth and then it got a little tacky. And sort of like prepared your face for moisturizer. So, and then last but not least, it's finally the moisturizer. So again, the packaging, I love the ease. You know, it's spill proof. You know, you don't have to worry about little ones getting into this and, you know, getting in your stuff, because this stuff is not cheap. You know, you don't have to worry about this being wasted. So I love, you know, that up and down. I can do that all day. So I love that. The moisturizer, it was pretty thick. So it wasn't thin, so it was definitely a cream, not like a water cream. So it definitely has some thickness. I did have to get adjusted to not using my oil on top, but it did actually leave me moisturized. So even at night, waking up in the morning, I was still very much moisturized. So I do have to note that I don't do my morning routine like as soon as I wake up. So I get up, I shower, I go to the gym, I come back, I take another shower, and then I do my morning routine, just because I don't want to sweat everything out. I really want my products to sink into the skin and really just kind of love on my skin. So I do that after my morning workout. But the moisturizer definitely hydrated the skin. So I did do the night routine tonight, and so you can see how my skin is glowing. My skin is glowing. Like, you know, it's not just the light that's shining on me. My skin is glowing. My skin is glowing. So my overall thoughts of the Fenty Skin line, I like it. I do like it. I think for a person who does not have, for anyone really, if you don't have a skincare regimen, you're looking for something to kind of get yourself going. I love that it's only 3 steps, because skincare regimens can become very overwhelming. You know, when you're talking about, you got to cleanse, and then you have to tone, and then there's so many different types of toners, and there's so many different types of serums, and then you have to moisturize, and there's water creams, and then, you know, there's, you know, dealing with the dark circles, and, you know, addressing your eyes. But it's not a lot of steps. So I love that the serum and the toner is a 2-in-1. So you don't have to have a bunch of stuff all over your sink, not a lot of clutter. Just 3 simple steps. So you cleanse, you tone, and your serum, and then you moisturize, and then you're done. So I do love the ease of this line. So for all 3 items, this does retail for roughly $80. Comes out to like $79 after taxes and everything. It'll be $80. So it is an $80 set. It is worth $80. As you can see, 10 days, and we have, after 10 days, this is how much fat water I've used. So I have quite a bit of ways to go. The cleanser is probably, maybe I use about, estimation how it feels, I probably use about that much. And the moisturizer, you only need 1 to 2 pumps. So, you know, I still have quite a bit in here. So I could probably go another 30 days. I could probably go another 30 days with these 3. You know, if you want to do that. So $80 is not a bad price point. So overall, guys, I would absolutely recommend the Fenty Beauty Skin. I was satisfied with the outcome, with the results. I didn't break out. I didn't have a lot of bumps. I didn't experience any kind of adverse reactions with these products. I will, moving forward, I will add my face oil at the end of both my day and night routine, just because that's just an added comfort to me. That's a part of, you know, my pampering. So I will add my face oils with it. I did like that all 3 products paired well together, so they married beautifully. So it wasn't like, you know, this didn't work with this, or, you know, one product was working against another. Everything blended well, nicely. So it is definitely a win for me. Well, gang, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not already a member of the Amy gang, when you see my face pop up on the screen, that is an opportunity for you to join the gang. Leave me some comments below. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what your experience was with Fenty Skin, if you've tried it, or if you intend to try it. Again, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.